I'm looking at my phone. What the fuck? What? Oh, hey. Hey, everybody. I'm Hank B. This is
Josh T.
And we are R2Cents Media. So, we're coming back with a review today for, I believe it's called Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which has been out, officially has been out, I believe, a week at this point, but people had early access if they pre-ordered for the campaign. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So, before we get you to start talking about the game, I'll freely say I have not played it. I've seen some clips, and yes, the art does look really good. Graphics does look really good, and I'm sure I'll have some questions for you. My main reason for not playing it right now is that I'm still butthurt off of Warzone.
I think we have that in a couple videos.
We have mentioned in a couple videos, and to a quick recap, I was hack killed pretty egregiously, and it turned me off from the whole thing because of hackers. So I am not ready to pull the trigger on this because of that.
You're gonna kind of let it set, so you would see like what the complaints are first. Yeah.
I also play too many other games, but anyways, so
he was hiding in a garage, waiting for the enemy to come in front of him. They shoot him through the garage. Someone just runs by. Oh, and then he rage quit.
Yes. So let's talk about the campaign first, because if I remember correctly, this game has a campaign mode, but it also will have a multiplayer mode.
Yes.
Is the multiplayer load unlocked now? Now
it
the
is.
full game is
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So talk about the campaign first, because I know you were talking about that a lot.
The campaign was graphically, storily, it's pretty much the same, but the graphics were really well done. Like I really like the graphics. The characters are really well done. Like the cinematography, like the cutscenes in between, almost are real. Like they are good. Like the acting is good, and it's like
So clean graphics.
it's super clean.
Oh, nice.
Super clean, and I've been just utterly impressed with it. Like I'm telling friends at work, oh, you gotta get it. I've only played it for like an hour, but you gotta get it.
He has been.
And
now, what about the story? The overall story?
I mean, the story is the same one as the same Modern Warfare. I mean, because it's basically a remaster.
Well, yeah, but how they are portraying the story, because even if it's a remaster, even if it's kind of the same story, I'm sure we have new characters now telling it. Does the voice acting come across better, and is the story more compelling?
Everything is,
and are you just like engrossed in it more?
Everything is better. Everything is better. There's more guns. There's more sights. There's more attachments. Everything is better. Like the acting is super well done. It goes with the terrain of the whole campaign game. I mean, given like it took me like 3 hours to complete the campaign.
On which difficulty?
The hardest.
Okay.
There was times where it got a little frustrating, but like I got through it, and like it's like the enemy is actually quite difficult. It's like they are hacking. Like especially on the hardest difficulty, you'll get a peek around the corner real quick, and they're already like pre-firing before you get around it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So very good AI.
So like the hardest difficulty, 2 to 3 shots, you're done. So like I went through the campaign pretty quick, but I am also a big Call of Duty fan, so I'm pretty good at the game. I do release like a couple of sniper videos and some other gameplay videos, which I'll probably have another one coming up here pretty soon.
Which I hope for. I was going to actually ask, are you going to start releasing some Modern Warfare 2 videos? Okay.
And on our video page, I've kind of set everything into categories for our normal films, reviews, games, and other kind of funny clips. And so you can find it on there if you go to playlist and search those, or just run through those. But I'm going to be releasing some more clips, putting them on our channel.
So you're happy with the campaign. Do you think, or would you want them to maybe do a DLC or a free expansion that maybe gives you more campaign, or would you rather stick to multiplayer mode?
I think so, because I would definitely buy it. I feel that it could go further, for sure. But I'm pretty sure there was a Modern Warfare 3 that kind of like capped it all off. I'm drawing a brain fart right now. My bad. But I think they should add more to it. The game is at such a great potential right now, but I believe it does have more potential. Like a lot of people did say they felt like the campaign was pretty short, and I'll agree with it. I feel like you could put a couple more campaign missions in there, even if they weren't in the original. You could throw them in there. I mean,
that's
their
everything
game.
they do with remastered
could,
now. They always add more,
yeah.
even if you didn't ask for it. And then the one game people wanted on, they're not putting it there.
And like there's so many people that like have been bashing on it. They're like, oh, they had to do a remake just to make another good game. But it's one of those things. It's like when you come out with a great game that's such a hit, it's hard to top that. It's like what people want. It's what they desire. It's what's hip. But then when you try to top it, you start to get into those other Call of Duties where they're jumping off of walls and jetpacks and getting unrealistic and stupid. That's where it lost me.
So before I ask you about multiplayer, I would say, hey, check out our discussion on remakes versus new games. That'll be in the playlist. So
some of them are bad.
So how would you rate the gameplay on our Centometer?
I am gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Wow, I think that's one of the first things I've ever heard you dime the whole time. So okay, so if you've dimed the campaign, how's the multiplayer?
A dime.
Well, no, not rating. How? Explain. How is the multiplayer?
Oh,
I was going to ask you afterwards, but apparently he's double dimed this thing.
Yeah, I'm going to double dime this thing.
So my reference is Warzone. Is it the same amount of players in the multiplayer, or is it less?
It's going to be about the same. They have a mode called Ground War, which is more. I believe it's a 16 versus 16.
Okay.
It might be more.
But
I'm sorry, I don't really look. I just kill people.
In the general base, let's say I was playing a game, we would go in as a team of like 2, 3, or 4,
team
or whatever,
4.
And you're like tossed in there with like 50. Does it always have to be a team of 4?
I believe the other game modes you could do more than 4. Ground War is 4, so you can run as a squad of 4. But the other game modes, it's typical Call of Duty. Small maps, you run around, you pre-fire each corner because someone's going to be there, and it's more of a lot of listening. Like in the game, if you got your computer speakers going, I don't believe you're going to be able to hear like footsteps and other effects that well. It's something that you definitely want a headset or earphones for, because you can really, like, all that sound is in your ear, and you can really hear those footsteps, because that's what you want to pay attention to in that game. Because my cousin, he's been kind of having a hard time killing people because they're always getting the drop on him. And it's one of those games where it's like you really got to utilize your vision, your hearing,
all your senses, except for smell, because if you're using your sense of smell, that might say more about you than anything else. So comparing Warzone with Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, maps bigger or smaller?
Oh, a lot smaller. Warzone, they haven't made the Warzone 2.0 is going to come out November 18th. But compared to Warzone, regular Warzone, which I know you hate, regular Warzone is a huge map. Like there's no comparison. I would say like Ground War is like one.
Like maybe the Coliseum, or just the city part, or just
they do sections of like different maps. So like the Warzone or the Ground War map is like 1/20th of like a Warzone map. But it's an exciting game. There's so many things that are new with it.
So how many guns are there?
Man,
I mean, is there a plethora? Is there
there's a massive amount.
Okay.
And the way that you have to unlock those guns is you have to use each gun to unlock different guns. You have to level, like you can't just level one gun, get it to level 20, 60, and then you can progress the new gun. Like you don't get all the guns unlocked. Okay. Like Modern Warfare, most of the guns were unlocked, and then there was a couple ones that were shaded out that you had to do a couple of achievements for to unlock it. Now, which I think is really cool, is that you have to use a gun that they give you or that you unlock during the pass. You have to use that, and then you can basically the receiver of the gun, basically the middle portion, can turn into different guns. It can evolve into an LMG, an SMG, an assault rifle, a tactical rifle.
Oh, so it's not like, hey, I'm using a 9mm. I've used it enough. Now maybe I can use a 45 or a Glock. It's not like that, but it's like if I use 9mm and all of a sudden I can use an Uzi.
The guns evolve.
Okay.
So like you got to play one gun to unlock another gun, and if you like hover above the gun, it'll say you have to use this gun and get into to a certain level to unlock this gun.
Okay.
Which, in my opinion, it kind of makes it fun. I've been doing that. I've been.
Can you go back to any gun you've unlocked?
Absolutely.
Nice.
And then
can you mod them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So each gun that you unlock, which is a really fun aspect of this game. I mean, the guns is like a whole another fun part of this game, other than the game.
America.
So, like, let's say you're using like the PDW, which I'm sure you don't know which gun that is.
I'm bad with
using
names.
the PDW, you can unlock attachments for that gun, which some of those attachments could go on other guns.
Oh, nice.
So you have to unlock the PDW. Once you unlock the PDW, you can level it up, get different attachments for it, and then the other guns that you've leveled up or whatever can utilize some of those attachments, like maybe a silencer or a grip or different things. So if there's like a grip or a silencer or something, a part of that gun that you really want, you gotta level up a different gun.
Okay.
And it, like I said, it kind of makes it fun. My favorite guns is the STB 5.56. That gun it's got to be the meta. It, like long distance, short distance, fire rate, everything. It's amazing. And then the Fennec, such a fast rate of fire, and like I've topped the leaderboards like almost every single game I played just because that gun, like those guns, even in a combo, like can wipe the floor.
So, a couple questions.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting a little excited.
Yeah, have to calm down. This is like the most
Get
exciting.
it, man.
Well, I will say you are making the game sound more interesting. What's the prevalence of hacking that's been going on in the game?
I was about to say that.
Okay.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Because then I got another question too.
Because during the beta, there was a hacker.
Beta?
The beta.
Okay.
Beta.
Okay.
You better believe it.
I better believe it.
When I played the beta, there was a hacker, and you can like obviously see him shooting through walls. He had the Juggernaut unlocked in like 3 minutes into the game, but it was the only one I ran into.
Right.
So far, I haven't come across any hackers in Modern Warfare 2 yet. I mean, it seems like fair play. I mean, I am a very good player myself. Like I said, I'll get top leaderboards and I'll get top leaderboards, and like like one of my favorite modes is Warzone, so I'm kind of prepping for that. But I see myself as an avid, really good, well-rounded player. I honestly think like a lot of people that are good that kill me are just really good players, like really good reflexes. And,
right.
I mean, aim assists, I think, is with controller players, you can still see that it is somewhat of an issue. And with maps being so close, it seems like even if they're not aiming at the right spot, aim assist will lock them onto a target, and then they're able to shoot. So controller players are really utilizing like sniper rifles.
But that's not their fault.
Tactical right. I mean,
that's an option given to them for what they paid.
And it's fair because on PC I friggin' wreck faces. Yeah. Like when I snipe, someone could be across the map and I can adjust. I can adjust to that shot. Like I would say I can counter snipe a sniper and win about 98% of the time. Like
he actually does have a lot of sniping videos.
I am not afraid to take you on and counter snipe you. If I see your glint, I'm gonna do my best to take you out first. And I would say like my response time on PC is a lot faster than controller.
So back to the point is you don't believe hackers are having as easy a time or as prevalent in this game as Warzone.
I don't believe so.
Okay, so then that brings a different question. You mentioned that Warzone 2 is in the works.
Yep.
That's going to be an upgrade for base Warzone.
Yep.
So the question is this game going to still have legs? Is it still going to have people playing it when Warzone 2 comes out?
I think so. I mean, Call of Duty has already been established as like one of the top
Yeah, but there's
companies
always
due to
the
this
current.
game,
There's
to
always
this
the current
franchise.
hotness. I mean, because as soon as Warzone 2 as soon as Warzone 2 comes out, is it going to pull most of the online players from this and pull them over to Warzone 2, and they're or are they going to keep?
I think
playing
it's gonna
both,
be
or-
a happy medium.
Okay.
Just because Modern Warfare 2 and its game modes are fun, and that's a good way to level your guns and do stuff. Where Warzone's a little bit more slow paced, but more tactical, more reliant on team communication.
Well, and also it seems like the multiplayer modes don't require as many players in Warzone
Right.
or in Modern Warfare as they require in Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Because Warzone, you had to have like 52 freaking people for the map, whereas it seems like this one maybe 26, 28,
Around 30.
30.
And Warzone was 150 players. And then they lowered it to 120 in Vanguard just because of stability
Where am I getting
issues.
56 from? Maybe it was 50, or no? Doesn't make sense
56 squads, but
Maybe the two-player
But,
version, because we did a lot of two-player in that.
yeah, it's been a while since you played, but
It has been. Because of fucking hackers.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't be a pansy. Just play.
Yeah. I mean,
But my like you said, my opinion of the game is 10. Like I've been super impressed with it. Like I haven't been as impressed with the game as Modern Warfare 2. Like Battlefield 2042 was supposed to be this for me, but it ended up being. I give that like a 0.1 cent out of 10 cents if I had to rate Battlefield 2042.
What's funny is we did a review for Battlefield 2042. I had no interest in that game at all. I said that straight from the front. I called that game out.
Yeah, you did.
He was like, "Yeah, no, it's going to be great. The players are going to be there, blah 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 blah." And of the two of us, I was right. I did call that one. I mean, but on this one, I will say that I'm willing to give it more leeway than Battlefield, and I know we've talked about the game, but after hearing you talk about it here, I'm actually kind of a little bit more interested in it. I'm not going to say I'm going home and getting it today, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that after what we've talked about, I may get in the future, and we may have to come back with another video talking about how I feel about it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's been out a week.
Yeah.
From what I've seen in a week, it seems like fair play. I mean, there are some sweaty people out there that are really good, but
Man,
you can't. I mean, you can't.
Bucket!
Yeah, I mean, they have some bugs in the game right now.
what game doesn't? I mean, having bugs is almost not even worth really bringing up anymore. I mean, I've been playing Dreamlight Valley, and I can't even log in because the last update is like blocked like most people from being able to log into the damn game. Bugs are bugs. Every game has bugs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a part of the games. I've played 76 since the beginning. I don't want to hear any bitching about bugs.
I need to get some raid on those bugs.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that's your 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents.
I haven't had my 2 cents yet, but that's
Fuck
because I
those 2
deferred.
cents.
What if I was going to agree with your 2 cents?
Well, then it's welcome.
Yeah, see? At least let me get a 2 cents before you shit on it. But tell us your 2 cents, because apparently this fucker doesn't want to listen to my 2 cents. We might have to bleep that out. But
fuck his 2 cents.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. We got an email coming through.
Sure we do.
Yeah. And then give us a
Thanks.
comment.
Let's, don't forget about the other video I mentioned earlier about remakes versus new games. Fucker, how are you just shitting on my 2 cents?
I'm just gonna end it here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah.